gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. Goons in the club, case something pop off. I've missed you guys. I really, really have. You know, if I'm not here, that just means that a sister is booked and busy. If you're new here, let me just let you know, I am finally, praise be to the Lord, a working actress out here in LA, which means that if I have free time, that means I'm not working, and that's not a good thing. So thankfully, I've been able to work on a few projects, some projects that you will be able to see this year. So I have been busy. I have not been ignoring you guys. Thank you to everyone who reached out to me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like, you guys have found me everywhere, and I'm so thankful because we've been keeping the conversation going. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I also wanted to let you guys know that I would have been here sooner, but they're doing work on my apartment. My front is being reconstructed, so the times that I would be able to film, I can't because it's just so loud and you guys can't hear me. The only reason why I'm filming today is because it's raining in LA, and rain in LA is like snow anywhere else. Like, it just shuts the city down, so there's no work going on today. I'm going to try to stay consistent, but if there's construction, I will not be able to film, but I will keep you posted. So please, if you don't already, follow me on Instagram, which will be somewhere here, Facebook, which I'll put somewhere down here, and on Twitter, which will be somewhere in this area. Now, let's get into January. That was terrible. I don't know who in the, ABC production room thought that was a good idea, but it wasn't. January, please. This brother is so dry. I don't know what to do, but you guys are going to make it worth my while, so let's get into it. All right, now before we start, let's have a moment of silence for all the women who signed up hoping for Peter and got ARI. Let's do this. Before we get into it, I forgot to talk to you guys about this. So I don't know who texted me. I think it was Batshad, Crazy Batshad. Somebody on Twitter contacted me about Peter's ex or somebody, like, doing an interview with, what is his name, Reality Steve, and they let me know about, like, this interview. So apparently Peter is trash. Like, Bachelor, why can't y'all find a good Bachelor? I don't know, like, what the problem is. I don't know what the issue is in casting. You find so many good women, but you can't find, like, one good Bachelor. I don't know what's going on there, but it's just like, Peter was my only hope, because I felt like Dean was too young, so I expected him to be like trash for a minute. But Peter, like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's old enough to know better, so I'm kind of disappointed, but I still want him as the Bachelor, okay? Like, so y'all can say whatever y'all want. He's trash, yes he is, but he's fine, and I just feel like we deserve that Bachelor. I think we got ARI because, one, Rachel tried to tank his, like, chances. Mother was trying real hard because she was bitter. We've all been there. Let's not judge her. And I also feel like because he didn't propose to Rachel as Rachel wanted, or as the show sometimes goes for bachelorettes, because he didn't propose, I think it would be weird for it to seem like he was ready to now propose on this season. And I also, we're going to talk about this later, I also think they saved him for Bachelor Winter Games, or whatever the name is called. I think they saved him for that because I feel like this is going to be Peter's season. And is Rachel on that season as well? Listen, I'm going to review The Bachelor because, listen, we're all here, so let's have a good time. But baby, I am here for Bachelor Winter Games because that show seems messy. And that's what we tune in for, isn't it? Before we move on, I have a confession. So I've been seeing pics of Brian lately, and I think he's kind of fine. I don't know if he stopped doing work to his face or whatever it is, but he's been looking real good. I don't know what happened. I think maybe my judgment of his fineness was clouded by the fact that I felt like he was doing the most for the cameras and winning the competition, and that kind of pissed me off because I wanted Rachel and Peter to be together. Or did he just get fined? I don't know what it is, but I've seen a couple Instagram pics and I'm like, okay, how you doing? Is it just me? Because he stopped the Botox, right? That's what it is. He stopped the Botox. Okay, so like this preview of ARI on Emily's season, let me tell you something. I don't know how he made it this far, but if ARI would have been on any season that I was on, I would have chopped him like before the opening credits even started. He's so boring on Emily's season. Why would y'all think that he would be a good Bachelor? I mean, he showed up to a date in jorts, jean shorts. God bless Emily for suffering through that. God bless Emily. He left a journal. Oh, why? In the first few minutes of me watching this, the one thing that I'm constantly saying is, boy, speak up. Like, I can't hear him. He's whispering throughout, like, his introduction. Why did not casting say, like, why didn't production say anything? Who was producing this? Like, what is going on? You know what, Ari? No tea, no shade, brother, but I feel like you were thrown in the mix because there was like some confusion in casting and they had to do a switcheroo at the last minute and nobody was available because the other bachelors who were probably available to do this were probably either dogs, gay, in jail, dead, or married. So they just had to pick you out of nowhere because the correlation is not making sense to me. It is not making sense to me that he was the best candidate for the job. I feel like we got trumped. Ari is 36. In human years, we actually get a bachelor like Sean. I mean, he's cute. He's sweet. He's tall. He's fine. Like, it's the dude we want to bang. Let's be real. Like, this is how this show works. Like, we all want to be the bachelorette. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to be, not the bachelorette. That's how this show works. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to be the chick on his arm. That's how you sell this show. You're not selling Ari to me. Like, Ari gives me like Pizza Hut shift manager. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of cute if you're in a small town and you have no other options. Kind of dude you would bang for some free sauce and wings. You know what I mean? Just dreadful. Pizza Hut wings. They bomb. You'll do something strange for a Pizza Hut wing. I'm telling you. Not me, but I'm just saying. Ari's confessionals are giving me the 700 Club. Like, I feel like he is about to proselytize to me and not like turn me on. What is going on over there, ABC? Here it is. I've made sense of this season. The show is going back to its hallmark roots. That's the only explanation that I have. I feel like Rachel's season was a little too saucy and maybe ABC got saved again. It was just like, we got to go back to like our Jesus roots because this isn't working. Because I feel like I am watching a totally different network when I'm watching The Bachelor. It's nothing like what The Bachelorette gave me. There's no spice. There's no sauce. It is just very dull. Even in Ari's confessionals, can I tell you guys that I had to watch this again because I fell asleep. I fell asleep watching The Bachelor. I was excited when I thought it was going to be Peter. Whew, I love you guys. I really do. First of all, there's no way that Ari in his church camp kissing is the kissing bandit. Like, who is he kissing? Willingly. So I see you've gotten multiple sisters on this show. Smart. Because you're trying to keep the viewers from last season. Good on you. Because when I kept on seeing them bundles keep on walking out of those limos, I was like, oh, we got another sister and another sister and another sister. Smart move, ABC. Smart move. But I'm going to give you some advice. You better keep that sister until the end because that's the only way we're going to stay tuned. I'm only staying tuned because I'm loyal to this franchise for some reason. But not everybody is. Stay woke. Stay woke. I don't know who this sister is in this Fashion Nova dress, but she is Southern. She got a horrible wig collection and she is skinny. White man approved. I mean, this wig just screams. This is not my first time in NASCAR. The first time I saw Tia, I was just like, oh, this must be our new Raven. And then they cut to a scene with her and Raven. Do they always pick from like familiar pools with these shows? Like I told you, I started watching it in the beginning and then they lost me when it got like Hallmarky. So now that I'm back, I'm not sure how the formula works. Do they pick like people who are related or know like other bachelorettes and like it just seems very incestuous. Like give us new people. I don't want people who know the people from Bachelor Nation. That's just weird. Maybe the show has become too popular. They can't find anybody who's not a fan anymore. Maybe that's what it is. Right off the bat, one of my favorites is Kendall. I like her. She's from LA. She has a lot of spunk. And she seems to me that she's here for the TV show. So I feel like she's going to be good TV. She's going to give us a show. And she's maybe going to mix it up with the ladies a little bit. But I feel like with her, she knows what this is and she knows what to make it into. So I feel like she's really going to be the one to like turn it up a bit. I don't think she's going to get into fights with people, but I do feel like she's going to put the work in to give us a good show. Make it work for you, sis. I would. Especially if it was Ari. As soon as I said that, what does she do? Bring out a taxidermy rodent and start singing to it while she's playing the banjo. Girl, get on the TV show because this is what you're here for, and I approve it. Work. Marek, a strong Indian businesswoman. Okay, ABC, I might be here for the season. I think he might be into the spice. Okay, Marek, I liked you, but honey, tone down the fetishy comments. You're on the show. You're going to stay. Let's not be that one that uses her culture to the point where it's just like uncomfortable for the people of color watching the show. Crystal, 29. Okay, a fitness coach who loves giving sandwiches to homeless people in Skid Row. Okay, sis. Cute, but not smart. Because what you don't need to do is be taking your little good ship lollipop self down there in these alleys giving homeless men sandwiches. I hope you're going down there with like a film crew or like people who know you and not by yourself, because this is not smart. And don't be putting this on TV, ABC. White women to start giving out sandwiches to homeless people in back alleys thinking they're going to get on TV and get a husband. It don't work like that. That's not smart. Go with a group. So Ari said that being the Bachelor was a shock to him. Me too, sweetie, and all of America. We're still in shock. Carolyn, I feel like is a good pick. She's a fellow realtor. She got body. And I feel like she is somebody who won't bow to him, but will challenge him. I like her. Did you see Chelsea's face when she got out that car? Let me tell you something. Homegirl got out that car expecting Peter. When she got out, she was like, she had to get it together. I think that wait, do the girls know when the Bachelor has changed? Like, do they know who they're going to meet? Oh, I think they do. But I felt like she still thought that maybe she was going to meet Peter, because her face when she saw Ari, I had the same expression too, sis. I know. I see what you're doing, Kendall. You're on The Bachelor today, tomorrow, a guest spot on some Shondaland show. Work, sis. Work. Cyan, something. The sister with the S name. I like her. I really, really do. She's a fellow realtor as well. She gives me like she's real. Like this is like a real deal for her. I do also think that a lot of these women came here for TV, but I feel there's something real about her that I really, really like. She's very comfortable on camera, very comfortable talking to Ari. I feel like she's a really good pick. She may be in my top 5. We'll see later on after I talk about all the ladies, but I feel like she may be a top pick for me. However, I also feel like, no shade, that she's too good for Ari. I feel like maybe she was one of the girls who signed, I think all of the girls signed up for Peter, and, just stayed around when she found out it was Ari, because I feel like she deserves a Bachelor with like some flavor, or like somebody who can bring her home, because let's be real, Ari can't bring her home. He can't. Let's not play games here. So I'm feeling her, but I'm tanking her chances because I don't want her to be with Ari. I want her to come back for another Bachelor season, probably Peter season, or maybe just a different Bachelor where I feel like she could get a real love story. I don't feel like she's going to have it with Ari, but I like her. Please tell me that you don't have a little wiener. Girl, if you don't, Miata. She's not winning the show, but she's messy enough that she will stay around for a very long time, because 2 seconds into meeting her, she's already a hot mess, and I am here for it. I think this is going to be a Bachelor contestant heavy show. I think the ladies, this is going to be their season, because I do not believe that they have enough interesting footage of Ari to piece together a full Bachelor season. So I feel like we're going to get a lot of the ladies this season, which is a good thing, which is probably why they picked so many like characters for this show, because Ari is just not interesting enough to really hold a show. That's what it is. No shade against him as a person. He's just not interesting enough for TV, and I don't think that he could hold a season. So I think that this time maybe the Bachelor overlooked the fact that maybe a lot of these ladies are actresses, and we're just like, we need to make this season work, so come on board. Because so many ladies have great big personalities and are very comfortable with the camera right off, and some of them were like jumping to mess right away. Hello, Chelsea and Bibiana. And I think it's good. I have nothing against it, but I just feel like I haven't seen that in prior seasons. The ones that I remember, I don't think that the women have been as interesting so far, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Girl power. Why not? Brittany, another sister that I want to be saved for Peter's season, because again, too much flavor for Ari. Naisha, is that her name? Nyesha? Something. The girl with the Fashion Nova dress. I thought that she was going to be a good pick for Ari, but I don't know what happened with the wig selection, the dress. Something happened, and I was just like, I don't think you're going to last. She just changed within a matter of seconds. Wait, you know what? Do they have like a glam squad for when we first meet the ladies, and then later on the ladies are left to their own devices to do their own hair and makeup? Because I feel like a lot of ladies look different after the initial meeting with Ari. After the glam squad gets him for their initial meeting, like, do they just abandon him for the rest of the show or the rest of that evening? Because a lot of ladies start looking a little raggedy, and I was just like, where's hair and makeup? Is anybody going to touch them up? Now, Becca may be a front runner because Mother came to play. She stepped out of that car, that banging car, and with this like sensual walk and like leaned into Ari and addressed their age differences right away. She came to play. That girl is going to last a very long time, and I think that's going to be a problem for some of the older ladies because she looks childlike. Let's be real. She's giving me boys. As soon as I say that, Jessica steps out the car, and I'm like, oh, I think that you're going to be a front runner as well. She's a TV host. She's kind. She seems like she's one of the girls that did sign up for Ari. I feel like she's here for him. Just the way she embraced him, just the way she walked in. I don't know. She seemed like she came to play for Ari's heart. Okay? Listen, gives me Republican tease right up his alley. Oh, Rebecca Jill and these dry comedy jokes. Sis, stop. Lauren G. Sis, I think you're going home. I don't think that Ari is your speed at all. She really reminds me of that heifer that's married or engaged to the budget, John Krasinski. Isn't she Fallon's best friend? Something. That girl, the one that I was just like, girl, you are too good for him. But you know what? Love is blind. Do what you want to do. Her. Ashley reminds me of her. I think she may make it to the end as well. These are a lot of great, like, competitors here. I don't know. Like, my top 5, I thought I was going into the show knowing who was going to be my top 5. But from the pictures, these girls look totally different. So I don't know. And their personalities are, like, jumping off. Like jumping through the screen, so I don't know. This is a good cast. Okay, ABC. This is the season of the women. That's what it is. We're tuning in for the women, not Ari. Sorry, but it's the truth. We're tuning in for the women who are interesting. So far, so good, ABC. Okay. Ali is definitely here for the cameras. She's going to give us good TV. Annalise, if you get cut within like the first few episodes, sis, that's your own damn fault. Why would you come to meet somebody who's supposedly about to be your husband in a mask? That's not cute. He don't know what you look like. And also, it's a mask from Party City. You couldn't even upgrade a bit? Like, girl, bye. Yo, and then Michael shows up in a race car. These girls came to play, and I'm here for it. Did you see how she stepped out that car and whipped out her blonde locks? Like, it was like straight out of a 80s movie. Oh, okay, Michael. Wait, that's another girl in my top 5. I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm gonna have to have like a top 10. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so sexy. Oh, what a stud. Ladies, secure the bag and get an agent because we all know that he is creepy as hell. Don't play me. I hope you gave these ladies a raise, especially for this season, because let me tell you something. Just watching Ari alone interact with them, I fell asleep. So I can only imagine what they were going through in that house with him for hours with that dry talk. You better have given these women a raise. They deserve it. They have totally earned it. So we open up the second hour with interracial dating and love talk. Listen, it's 2018. I mean, I know we all have like racial problems or whatever, but at the end of the day, we got to let this one go because people going to do whatever they want, okay? Genitals ain't racist. People fall in love or fall in lust, whatever, with who they want. They date who they want. They do what they want. This is not 1910 no more. We are a different breed. We are a different generation. Let it go. I feel like ABC does this because this is the first time that they've had people of color on this show. So they try to bring it up to maybe like have a talking point like, we address racism. We cured racism last season. Let's see how far we've come since ABC did the work to eradicate racism from North America. I'm over it. Let it go. So let's talk about this junior Catholic school prom kiss with Ari and Brittany T. It was uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable to watch. Like the kiss gave me, no shade, Ari, but it gave me like Predator. I just felt like Brittany was like trying to resist it. And Ari has this weird way of like pulling a woman in, and it's not sexy at all. It's not attractive. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Stop, please. It was, ooh. And then he touches her hair. I don't know why white guys do this. Even when y'all know it's like a wig or a weave, y'all still touch like a sister's hair. White woman lets you fondle their extensions. Not us. Don't do it. Flag on the play. Stop. And then he like pulls her in and then pushes her out and stares at her like a predator. Oh, my ovaries shriveled up. It was so uncomfortable. Having said that, I will say this about Ari. When he went in for a hug with her, he didn't remember. If you watch it again, he went for her butt. He went to grab her butt. And then he hesitated and he went up to like the middle of her back. And I was just like, well, how do you know that, Ari? Like, how do you know that that's our thing? Wait a minute. Have you been here before? Am I wrong for thinking that this is your first time at the Essence Festival? Let me know. Let me know. He literally has the softest lips ever. Okay, Brittany. Secure the bag, sis. Secure the bag. Oh, Jenna, you touch this man's feet and he is going to send you home packing. All that clownery for nothing. Why would you come on national TV and touch a man who you've never met feet like that? You going home. Becca K looks so much better in person because let me tell you something. That headshot that they have on her on ABC's website is challenging to say the least. Like, she does not look her best in that headshot. And then to see her in person, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, you don't look like Andre the Giant. You know what I mean? Like in that picture, I was like, ooh, okay. Ooh, it's a special one. But then I see it, I'm like, oh, she's gorgeous. Why did you? Who is hating in production that put that headshot up? Y'all know y'all had better pictures of her. Why y'all play Becca K? Is she gonna win? Is that why y'all trying to play? And like throw us off the case? Put up an ugly headshot so we can think that she won't win and she will? Because Ari seems like he's feeling her. Do I gotta put her in my top 10? Oh gosh, this show. Ooh, for nothing, right? Ari is attractive in like a boss kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, he's that guy that I feel like we would talk about him on like a ladies' night. You know what I mean? Like that one-time guy. Like one time when I used to work at Petco, my supervisor, and you know, like you had that story about how if you were in this situation, you probably would give a guy like him a shot. But he gives me that, like, he's cute, but like in an awkward circumstance kind of way. You know what it is? He's an ovulation crush. He's the type of guy who, when you're like ovulating, you like start crushing on him for like a week, and then when you're done with ovulation, you're just like, oh my goodness, why was I stalking him on Facebook? You know what I mean? It was your ovaries talking. That's what it is. He's an ovulation crush. Wow, I figured it out. I figured it out. Thanks for helping me with that, guys. Thank you. And don't act like I'm the only one who's ever had an ovulation crush. We all have been there, ladies, okay? The flesh is weak. Or he's that guy who's like that one time at band camp kind of guy. You know what I mean? Where you're talking to your girls and they're just like, Aaron from accounting? Really? And you're just like, well, it was a one-time thing. And you like go out with him or whatever and you like forget about it and you push it back to like the furthest part of your mind, and then you run into him at like a Trader Joe's and you're feeling very awkward and trying to act like you don't know who he is, and he remembers you because he will never forget the time that he bagged a woman like you. You know what I mean? It's just really awkward for you, but he's feeling like the man. I mean, it's never happened to me though. I'm just saying. So I like Chelsea, but she's starting to give me single white female tease. Sleep with one eye open, Ari. Okay, so young Becca is cute. Like, I like her, right? But the more I stare at her, the more I get the good doctor. Like, she looks like that kid that... she looks like the lead in the good doctor. The more I stare at her, I just see this kid and I'm just like... I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with Ari, like, having, you know, kissing make-out sessions with, like, the kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's weird. It's weird. And the fact that ABC keeps on hiding her age, maybe this was filmed before all of this Harvey Weinstein crap happened, but I'm just like, in the wake of Harvey Weinstein, this is awkward. This feels very uncomfortable, like you're hiding her age because she's super young, and I think it's just weird. I also feel like it's kind of weird, it is weird to me, and it's very uncomfortable to me that there are very young women and this man is damn near 40. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, there's only like, what, 3 girls who are in their 30s for this Bachelor. It's weird to me. And ABC, I hope you did not cast the child, because if she is a teenager and Ari is just having his way with this child on national TV, y'all gonna have a problem. Y'all gonna have some serious problems. I'm gonna watch though, because that's gonna be good TV to see this whole thing fall apart. Nasty. And the first impression rose goes to Chelsea. Let me tell you something. Chelsea is here to play. She is not here for Ari. She is here for this TV show or whatever. Like, she's here to get her and her child out of that 1-bedroom apartment. Chelsea wants to either be on TV or be on reality TV. Like, she either wants to be like an actress in Hollywood, or she wants to like play like a villain on different reality TV series, because that could really work for her. A lot of people who have played like the villains on like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, or whatever, they go on and they continue to play the villain on different TV shows. I think it's one dude from The Bachelorette who like, he plays the guy with like his, I don't know if it's a toupee or not, but his hair looks like a toupee. I've seen him on several shows, and I've never seen him on The Bachelorette, but I know him from that because he keeps on reiterating that he played the villain on The Bachelorette. So I feel like that's what Chelsea is here for, and I'm not hating, you know what I mean? Like, secure the bag, sis. You got a kid to take care of. You got to do what you got to do. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I can see it. I can see it. So Becca K gets the first rose, and that just confirms my theory. I think that they put up a bogus picture of her on the website, that terrible headshot, and I think that they made us believe that Ari was somebody who was in the blondes to throw us off the trail of Becca. Becca with the big chin and that headshot. I feel like she is the one who was going to win this show. I think they're toning down her and Ari's love story for now so that we won't catch on to the end, because I feel like Rachel's season was too, like, we predicted this season, like, we all knew. We didn't want it to happen, but we all knew that Brian was going to be her pick. So I feel like they're doing some little TV show magic here and throwing us off the trail, because when Becca got the first rose, I was like, that makes absolutely no sense unless that is somebody he's been feeling from the beginning. Lauren G is definitely another producer pick, because ain't no way her and Ari had any kind of chemistry. I didn't feel it. I didn't see it. They didn't even believe it. Like, there was nothing there. It was like he was talking to somebody at the gas station. There was nothing. I think that's another producer pick. So the good doctor gets picked, and I think that maybe another producer pick, or maybe Ari is feeling her. I hope that he's not. Guys, she looks so childlike next to him. This is weird. This is weird. Oh, so Ari has picked 3 sisters so far. Okay, Ari, make me a believer, baby. Make me a believer. Another sister. Oh, I see we turned out last season, so you're trying to keep us for this whole damn season. It's working. It's working. Valerie, I'm glad you got a rose. Can you please stop wearing these church Mother of Zion dresses? I hope that this is your last like baptismal dress that you have, and you hit us with some better fashions, because sis, no. Hell got the last rose. That kind of shocked me, because I felt, I don't know. I'm thrown off. I felt like she would be our first pick, but it ended up being Becca. It's too soon. I'm confused by his picking. I really, really am. I think I picked out all the producer picks, but I would have never thought that Michael would have got the last rose. Okay, let's talk about Jessica. I feel really bad for her, but I think that Ari cutting her was good for her. I don't think she needed this show. I think she needs therapy. She reminds me of the girl with the bad back on The Bachelor in Paradise, who had just lost somebody in her family, and she was crying the whole time about finding love and got played by the guy that looked like a vampire. I forget her name. Was it Ashley? So, but a lot was going on with her. And I feel like that's the same thing that's happening with Jessica. I think a lot is going on with her, and I don't think that this show was a good place for her to like heal, because she was coming on for her loss, but she was coming off rather creepy, referencing her father who had passed away and how he had met Ari, so he had met her husband and her father approved. And I just felt like it was just way too weird for me. And if it was weird for me as a viewer, I know it had to be weird for Ari, for this woman to just be like, oh my goodness, my dad met you, so we are meant to be. And then, you know, she goes off on this crying tangent about how, oh, my dad met Ari and Ari didn't pick me, so my dad will never meet my husband. And I just feel bad for her father, father, because I'm just like, he's up in heaven feeling guilty as hell that Ari didn't pick her. And I'm just like, this is, it was weird. It was heart, like, it was weird. It was, you know, heartfelt. Like, I don't know. I felt a lot of emotions with that, but I'm just glad that she did not get picked, because her breakdown let me know that she was not ready. She wasn't. Pretty sure your dad met a lot of other men. So maybe you need to find those dudes that your dad also talked to before he went on to glory. And maybe that's your husband, if that's what you need to, like, find your man. But girl, this breakdown, get help and prayer. A lot of these girls are crying because they got cut from this TV show. Ain't none of these women crying over Ari, except for Jessica. So the season ending trailer was really, really good. I'm excited about it. I'm really here for this season. I feel like casting really did good with the casting of the women. They are very, very interesting. I am more into this season for the women on this show, because they're just interesting characters. They're funny. They're messy. Like Bibiana seems like she is going to be very, very messy. And there's like a bunch of sisters on this show, which I did not expect. So I'm just like, oh, okay. And then what I'm really tuning in for is the boyfriend who comes up at the end. I don't know whose boyfriend that is. It might be Viviana's, but I'm here for that. Like, it seems like it's going to be a lot of little drama with this show, and it's probably going to, you know, be female-centered or female-driven, and that's a good thing, because Ari is just not cutting it. No shade, brother, but when you left that journal on Emily's season, ABC should have left you in that journal there. You are not cutting it. But you got some good picks. So you got a good show. So I'm here for it. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you for the following episode of The Bachelor. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Thanks for checking in on me. I really, really do appreciate it. I really, really do. And I'm really here because I just love you guys. And I love what we've built here. This is fun. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy chatting about this show with you guys. So I will see you for the next episode. Love ya.